Good afternoon, everyone. Jonathan Davis here with Davis Autosports. You're reviewing a 2000 Jeep Cherokee Classic XJ four-wheel drive, absolutely gorgeous truck with nearly 70 service records on the Carfax report. This thing is very, very mechanically sound, has 149,000 miles, but has been perfectly well maintained, drives like a perfectly well maintained Cherokee. We're going to offer this truck in a few different options. We're going to go over those options briefly in this video, but more thoroughly on our website, davisautosports.com. If you're only viewing this on YouTube, go to our website so you'll see in context exactly what we're going to be doing to this Jeep with the different options. I'll do a quick walk around. This is a pre-listing as well. We literally just took this Cherokee off of the trailer from the private owner that we bought it from yesterday. I'm the owner of Davis Autosports. I spent about 3 hours looking over the Jeep before buying it, drove it, brought it back here. We did a quick inspection. That's why you need to go to our website to look at the different things that we're gonna be doing and different options for you to buy it. But as you watch this video, please note, we haven't touched it, we haven't reconditioned it, we haven't detailed it. That's the exact manner that we bought it, which speaks very highly of how nice this Jeep is. Obviously, with the classic trim, you get the classic wheels, color keyed bumpers, flares, trim. Nearly 70 service records on the Carfax report, dealer service since day one of ownership. So I'm going to go over all of the cosmetic imperfections that this Jeep has. So option one, and this is going to be laid out on the site, is you're going to be buying this Jeep with these imperfections. With that said, we're still going to detail it, but these imperfections will stay. Front fender, very clean, no damages you see, looks good. Flares nice and clean. Door, good condition. Rocker, good. Side trim, good. So we're all good there. I mean, what you may get is a couple little light surface scratches, and this thing's very smooth as well. Back door, good to go, good to go. Got a small little touch up that we did not do. Small little chip there. Flare, good to go. You got a small little, tiny little imperfection where it was pushed in on really the bumper cap. We're gonna paint this regardless of how you buy it. Certain things we're not gonna let slide, so we're gonna refinish that. The paint on the roof looks good overall. No issues there. Windshield looks good. Just a little bit of dirt on it. No bad cracks or chips or anything like that. The hood does have some areas that were, you know, this is the thing when you buy vehicles from older people, they maybe their eyesight isn't as good, or that's just what they had, but you got a touch-up spot there, which we will remove that and at least color it correctly with touch-up there and there and there. So that's with the hood. A couple small ones as well. So really the hood is probably the worst part. If our second option to buy it would be for us to refinish the hood, strip it complete down to metal, prime it, seal it, base coat, clear coat, and then reinstall it. Front header panel is good. You got a couple little small chips right there. Other than that's good. Headlight bezels are good. Front grille is good. Headlight bezels good. Bumper cap, just a couple little chips there. You do have a scrape right there, and I thought yep, and one right there. Front fender, passenger side looks good. Flare, good. Got a little touch-up spot on the trim right there. Other than that, yep, another touch-up spot, another touch-up spot. Door is good. Emblems are good. Mirror's good. All good here. You got a very small, I don't know if that's on top of the paint. I think this is on top of the paint right there. Yep, that's on top. I mean, this thing would look absolutely incredible if we did our touches to it. Cap, very clean cap here. The back bumper is got a little push in right there. Seems like that bumper has been painted as well. These are usually faded, so that's not the case there. So, I mean, and look, that's, like I said, we didn't even wash this thing. That's just for me rubbing my hands on it. So, I mean, this thing is super nice overall, as you see. So option one would, everything I just pointed out, besides the top rack, we'll refinish. But even within that option, we're still gonna wash it, we're still gonna buff it, but we're not gonna spend days and days and days redoing it. Wheels, tires are really, really good. All the wheels are original wheels. They show well, they don't show brand spanking new, but these wheels from the factory, they're clear coated, so they have a tendency to, once they start peeling off a little bit, but the wheels look good overall. So that's it for the cosmetic report of the exterior. So if we were to spruce this up, if you will, my shop would probably paint the cap, but all this is going to be on the listing. Paint the hood, wet sand and paint correct the entire thing, and this thing would just look absolutely incredible because it already shows very, very well. The inside is already very clean. Keep in mind, we haven't touched this thing, but door panel's good. Seats that usually have the rip in the vinyl, not the case here. Seats very clean as well. The carpet, once again, we haven't touched it, but it's clean. Let me get this key out. And factory cruise control, CD player. It does have the original AC system. Headliner was replaced. That's a suede. So depending on how you brush it, it's gonna give it some different coloring. All the windows work as they should. Power locks work as they should. Interior is clean, very clean. See, there's the headliner. Keep in mind, guys, we haven't touched this thing. So what I was getting at earlier is the AC system is original. It does work. However, these things typically fail around this time frame, so we can't really put a guarantee on the AC system. So in a perfect world, if someone said, do your thing to this Jeep, make it what you would make it if you were to list it. So much of the components underneath the Jeep, suspension wise and steering, are all original. The whole Jeep's been extremely well serviced, and when I say original, just OEM spec. A lot of the parts, some parts have been replaced, some haven't. It's been extremely well serviced. The engine is insanely sound. The drive line is perfect. So what I would do is paint correct the paint, repaint the hood. All the suspension and steering stuff, whatever is original as far as the way it came from the factory, I would replace that, but keep it OEM. because it's just such a beautiful Jeep the way it is. Go through, service the brakes as needed, all that. So what I'm going to do is put all that in the listing the way we would do it, and there's going to be a price point for each one of the options for you guys to look at and choose, as well as a timeline. It's cold out, so we're going to go ahead and get inside and start this thing up and drive it. And one absolutely amazing thing about this Jeep, and it's really nice to see, is the oil pressure on this Jeep, even at full temperature. That's when you want to gauge your oil pressure in your Jeep, not when it's cold, not when it just started. At full operating temperature of 210, what is your oil pressure at idle? And this is a very, very healthy engine right there. Most Jeeps at operating temperature at idle, you're going to be around 15 to 20. Anything above that is bonus. So this engine's been insanely well taken care of. Belt's got a little bit of squeaking up front, which is normal. And all, you know, anything that we experience on this test drive, like I said, guys, we just got this Jeep in. We're showing you this thing exactly as we got it in. And like all of our Jeeps, so of course we're going to go through them and get them right. Just even under slight acceleration and throttle, it really has nothing to do with acceleration, but throttle, your oil pressure goes up above 40. Transmission's very, very smooth. Complete drive line in this thing's incredible. Now, for a lot of our buyers, they are interested in our Stage 2 package, and this Jeep would be a great candidate for that as well. This thing would look absolutely gorgeous with all the color keyed body panels, with a nice Stage 2 package on it. It would look beautiful. So we're going to put that on there as an option as well. The good thing about our Stage 2 package, even if someone necessarily doesn't want something that's slightly lifted, our Stage 2s come with a 3-inch lift. We also offer it in a 2-inch lift as well, but it replaces every single suspension and steering part, and not just the heavy duty, you know, parts like shocks and control arms and coils and leaf springs, but all your bushings, all your links, your ball joints, tie rod ends, all that sort of stuff gets replaced. So it's just like a refreshing of absolutely everything. So not only do you get a Jeep that's slightly lifted, that gives it a rugged look, everything's brand new. And of course we can do that with all OEM spec stuff as well, but then the Jeep sort of just looks the same. So you just get one benefit as opposed to two benefits. This test drive could go on for another hour. You're going to see the same thing. This thing literally drives perfect. Just at 1900 RPMs, you're 50 pounds of oil pressure, which is absolutely phenomenal. What I'll do real quick, just to show you that the engine and transmission functions as it should, we'll do a hard acceleration, good downshift, tons of pressure on the transmission, and boom. Do a quick, well, not too quick of a turn, we got a car coming, so I'll do another from first gear to fourth gear acceleration, just to show you that this Jeep can handle everything it has. And we do this is just to show you that under a full stress load, all the drive lines function as they should. So here we go. Full shift, arc, super smooth. I got cars up here, so I may have to slow down. But I'm telling you guys, I'm the owner of Davis Autosports. I've been in a ton of Cherokees, and I know a nice one when I'm in one, and this thing mechanically is phenomenal. Cosmetically, I pointed out all the blemishes. We have a strict measuring gauge here on our Jeep, so most people from a cosmetic standpoint, especially dealers, would say this thing's perfect. But you guys know who we are and what we do and how we gauge our Cherokees. So very, very nice unit here. Please, once again, go to our website, look at the different options on this Jeep right here. Go to this page that we have this Jeep on, and we're going to have options on there on how to buy this thing. So we're coming up on Christmas, so I hope everyone has a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year's, and be safe, and we'll see you in 2023. God bless.